Hey, it's Mike Caruso, publisher of the Fisherman magazine, and it's springtime. And that's my 21-foot center console. And today, I'm getting it ready for the season. So it's been winterized last year. The engine was fogged, the lower gear lube was changed. I had a coat of wax and gave it a great cleaning. But even still, I'm gonna go over the entire boat, really soup to nuts, and give it another cleaning. I'm going to start the engine, make sure all the systems are running smoothly, and then I want to share with you some of the things I've been doing for years to keep it looking good, keep it protected, and keep it running in perfect condition. I'd like to use Starbrite products and have for years, and that's some of the insight I want to give to you, is what works for me. And hopefully you walk away with some instruction and some product ideas that you could take with you and keep your boat looking like my beauty. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start by giving the entire boat, inside and out, a complete and thorough wash. You know, as I was winterizing the boat and as I pulled the cover, I got a lot of footprint tracks on the deck, and so we're going to clean it up and make it just look as good as we can before we start the season. Even around my property, but certainly down at the dock, I'm going to use always a phosphate-free wash that is okay for the environment. Now, this Starbrite Sea Safe boat wash is really what I've been using for years, and it's great because it lifts grime, blood, guts, grease. It's very effective in cleaning the boat, and it won't hurt the environment. Over the winter months, the boat's covered, the hatches are closed, there could still have been some moisture under the hatch, in the cabin, in the live well, various places that are dark and hold water. If you have that kind of problem, you're definitely gonna want to take care of that and use a mildew stain remover. This works great. It's very easy to use. I keep a bottle of it on the boat all the time because in the warmer, humid months, this problem tends to get even worse. You just spray it on. Just very liberally spray it all over the mildewy area and let it sit for a while. The dark spots kind of start to turn clear, and then you just rinse it off. And that's all you do. Okay, this is kind of like another one of my go-to kind of routines whenever I'm cleaning up the boat after a day out on the water. I like to, after I wash it, I like to just kind of hit some of the fiberglass smooth surfaces with a quick and easy protectant. This is something from Starbrite. It's called Ultimate Boat Guard. What it does is it kind of gives back some gloss, some shine and protection to areas that are already waxed, and it kind of brings it back, protects them, so that it's easy. Every time you clean the boat, it's really just much easier. So this is easy to use. You know, when you use it on surfaces that are smooth, like my leaning post here, makes perfect sense. You just spraying it on. Takes like no time. And definitely use a microfiber cloth. These are really good at absorbing and kind of lifting and rubbing in the wax. So this is all you're doing. Kind of rubbing it in, let it sit for a minute, and then we'll buff it off. Oh yeah, because it just completely shined that up really quickly. Now you can feel that it's smooth, feels like it was just waxed. So water will repel off of this easier. And over time, let's face it, the wax that you started out the season with, will degenerate little by little by little. This will definitely protect it from the sun, the salt, the dirt, and it keeps it looking great. This stuff protects, and this is the area that gets the most salt on it, so I really like to, I spray it everywhere. Yep, makes it look good. Okay, so Boat Guard is definitely my go-to after boat washing, kind of extra measure of protection for my smooth fiberglass surfaces. and my aluminum, and plastic as well. It's really a great product to just protect, preserve, UV protected, you know, and it's just easier to clean thereafter. For really extreme protection from UV, this is a great product as well. It works similar to Boat Guard in that you spray it on, you kind of rub it in, and it's great for interiors as well. Really keeps things, you know, just really protected from UV, reducing, if not eliminating, you know, kind of chalking up your surface. I don't have vinyl on this boat, but I have seen this stuff work, and you know, if you got vinyl cushions, seating, really combing, this stuff is unbelievably good at cleaning and protecting your vinyl work. Let's move on to the next item here today. Okay, so using a grease gun filled with marine grease, we're going to hit fittings for the steering, and on the other side, a grease fitting for the tilt of the engine. Really important to do, and you know, I don't just do this at the beginning of the year. I usually do it a few times throughout the year. Fairly easy to do. But basically, you're taking the grease fitting end, okay, so we're also, while we are greasing the fittings, we're going to hit the trailer hubs as well. This is possibly one of the most important parts of the recommissioning of the boat motor for the springtime. The motor's been winterized, and that means there's fogging fluid which has coated everything, the rings, valves, the cylinders, everything, spark plug areas. So Ring Clean Plus from Startron is going to free up and clean, you know, keep that area clean as you operate the motor. It's 1 ounce per 10 gallons, and after every 4 or 5 fill-ups, retreat. So really great for you guys, you know, to use this season. You're going to, I think, see a little bit more power, a little bit more efficiency, and the longevity of your engine will actually benefit from this. For regular fill-ups, get maximum fuel performance and protection with Startron's enzyme fuel treatment. I'm just going to top off the 2-cycle oil reservoir. It's pretty much full, but I'm going to put a little bit in anyway. And I'm going to keep a good supply of TCW3, and I like the Startron premium 2-cycle engine oil in the boat, because you never know when you're going to run out. It's good to have. Whenever you run the outboard engine out of the water, it's not intaking cool water to cool the engine. So we have to use one of these rabbit ears or earmuffs, whatever you want to call them, and they go basically around the lower unit and over the water intakes. And next step is to turn on the water and then try to start the engine. Now remember, we're going to see a plume of smoke which from the exhaust, which is the burning off of the fogging fluid that we use to winterize the engine. After that, we're ready to go. She started up beautifully on the first turn. We did a good job with our batteries. We winterized the motor perfectly because you can see the plume of oil coming out that coated the cylinders. She sounds great. Wow, I think we could all agree that was pretty impressive. Just one crank and she started right up, which is a testament to the shape I've kept these batteries in with a trickle charge over the winter. Also a testament to the treatment of the fuel, the Startron winterization of the fuel system, and the fogging of the engine itself. That oil burned off as soon as we started the engine. You can see the plume of smoke come out. So, you know, I've got a lot of confidence in the engine at this point, and in all the systems of the boat seem to have made it through the winter just fine. seems to look marvelous, cleaned up really well, and I intend to keep it that way with using some of these Starbrite products that I showed you today that, well, keep it protected from the sun, the salt, the grime, the fish guts. It's going to happen, and you want to do everything you can to keep her looking good, keep her protected, and keep her serving you, so you're having fun out there on the water. So have a safe and productive fishing season. I'm Mike Caruso for the Fisherman magazine.